Dance all night to the songs they play. We can come again, do it just the same. Yeah. Remember the songs we used to rock away. Those were the days. Dance all night to the songs they play. We can come again, do it just the same. Remember the nights, yes, we rocked together. Where is it all gone? Some things were meant to be, so why not let it be and stop worrying about it? Long as we know what's in our hearts, we know we're in our thoughts. Hey, no reason for concern. They're gonna talk, they're gonna talk, they're gonna talk, they're gonna say a lot of things about us. Said you know that love is not a sin. But you worry what the people say when they see me with you, and wonder what the crowd will say when they find us together. It's wonder what the people say when they know we're in love. Worry what the crowd will say. Hey, hey, hey. You pass them on the street, yes, greet you with a smile, hey, as broad as the night.
Come on.
They say all the time the goody goody
Finally, last hurrah.
that lingers for a while. Oh, very good. You wanna go, you wanna stay, you think that you can never ever make your mind up about it.
In a new kingdom, you can't live out that
Why should you worry what the folks will say?
I'm in New Kingston meeting, but you don't have to be in Lindsay's. I'm in this.
Worry what the crowd will say when they find us together. Wonder what the
Yeah, what were you saying?
As I'm in New Kingston's meeting, but you know I can't leave out Lindsay after that Lindsay come in this.
wonder what the
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
well, I am here and ready.
All right. We will be starting in a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you to all the other participants who are here on time. Appreciate it. Thank you.
President Kevin.
The great man himself, LG.
Blessed love, blessed, blessed, blessed.
All the while, my brother. All the while.
Me.
So, on the LGU, it sounds like you're frog in and short, so.
Yeah.
Where they having a poll?
That is how we do it at time. Why you feel say me a frag na me choke? Me can put
Because
on a voice.
that's how you're talking.
No, I put on a voice.
Hi, my DLG. Hi, my DLG. How are you?
I'm great, you know, I'm great.
Good.
I did not see you over the meeting. I saw President Janet, but I didn't see you.
Me, you talking DLG?
Yes.
It's Josephine you're talking to, you know?
Yes, we never see you over there. Mr. President Janet.
Which meeting?
Kingston, New Kingston.
I am in it right now.
Okay, we just leave. We just leave it.
I'm in it right now, DLG.
No, I think you're not in it. You're in purgatory. You're between that meeting and this meeting.
Yes, all right.
Governor Mel, distinguished Governor Mel.
I am here. I am here.
Yeah, you cannot be you could not have been elsewhere. You're a Jamaican.
I had to visit this club tonight.
Of course. Of course.
But of course, you know I'm multitasking, right?
Yes, yes, I know, man. I know.
DG Melford Clark.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mr. President, for a couple more hours, right?
For a couple more hours, sir. A couple more hours.
Good.
Yes.
You did an awesome job, sir. You did an awesome job.
Thank you very much. The team really rallied, and I'm proud of the accomplishment of the team this year. And even for last year, we did a good job last year, despite the challenges brought on by this pandemic. I'm really proud of the team.
You know what I'm talking about? You got it all covered. You got it all covered.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Diamond Clark.
If you give a little more than you take.
Yes,
we will be starting our meeting in 2 minutes.
Then you break.
Thank you so much.
If you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees.
Welcome, President Janet.
And lend a voice to those.
Thank you, President Kevin.
Always a pleasure to see you, my dear.
If you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way. There's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold. And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. If you walk around with your heart on your sleeve, and if you're trying to be the change you want to see, if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold. And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. People like you. Streets are made of gold. And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, yeah, there's a place up there for people like you. I know you're out there, so keep doing what you do. 'Cause there's a place up there for people like you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
evening, my fellow Kiwanians and our guests. It is now my pleasure to call this meeting of this anniversary meeting of the Kiwanis Club of Linstead to order. I'm going to ask the following Kiwanians to kindly assist me with the opening exercise. For the invocation, we're going to call on past President Larice for the invocation, and the national anthem of Jamaica will be played. Past President Larice, are you here?
Just go through and watch.
A matter of housekeeping, I'm going to ask all members who are on the platform, if you're not speaking, kindly keep
the therapy in the management of these
your
critical. We can use our influence
microphones muted and ensure that your backgrounds are not noisy. Thank you very much. As President Larice, it is over to you.
Thank you, President. Shall we pray? We're thanking you for sparing our lives through the course of the day. We thank you for your protection, your guidance, for health and strength, for all your provisions that you have made. Thank you, Lord, for taking us safely, those of us home and those who are on the road. We ask, Lord, that you'd continue to protect them and guide them as they move from place to place. We now invite you in our midst as we celebrate our 41st anniversary as a club. And we ask, Lord, that you'd continue to be in our midst, be in the center of our club. And I pray, oh God, that as whatever we plan, Lord, we may always invite your presence. We ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we ask, Lord, for this meeting that as we go through it, everything will be done decently and in order. We give you all the thanks, the praise, the glory, and the adoration that's due to your name, through Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Past President Larice. At this time, fellow Kiwanians and guests, I ask that we stand for the playing of the national anthem of Jamaica. We're now going to have subjects of Kiwanis being done by Kiwan Director Designate Early Udong.
Good evening, everyone. Please help me to affirm the objects of Kiwanis. To give primacy to the human and spiritual rather than to material values of life. To encourage the daily living of the golden rule in all human relationships. To promote the adoption and the application of higher social, business and professional standards. To develop by precept an example, a more intelligent, aggressive, and serviceable citizenship. To provide through Kiwanis Club a practical means to form enduring friendships, to render altruistic service, and to build better communities, to cooperate in creating and maintaining that sound public opinion and idealism which makes possible the increase of righteousness, justice, patriotism, and goodwill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director-designate Curlew. We're going to move into the introduction and welcome, and this is going to be done by our own Secretary Carleen. Please give a virtual round of applause as we welcome Secretary-designate Carleen to do this task for us.
Good afternoon. Good evening, fellow Kiwanians and guests. Welcome to our last meeting for the administrative year 2020 to 2021. Can't believe how quickly time flies till you heard me saying good afternoon rather than good evening. Do we have any overseas clubs visiting? Do we have any clubs from overseas visiting?
Yes, sorry about that. Couldn't unmute myself. A pleasant good evening. This is TG Mel. First, let me say good evening to everybody. Congratulations, Mr. President and the Kiwanis Club of Linksdale on your anniversary. Wishing you all the best. And I'm looking forward to an exciting and entertaining meeting tonight.
Welcome, DG Melford. Nice having you.
It's always my pleasure being with y'all.
Great. Do we have any more clubs from overseas? All right, let me move on. Division 25. Division 24. All right, coming closer home, Division 23 East. Division 23 Central. Okay, so we're home. Division 23 West.
Yes, Secretary-designate Carleen, good evening.
Good evening.
I must first congratulate the outgoing administrator for the year 2021. For an excellent year, an excellent job, and a year that I enjoyed with the Kiwanis Club of Linstead. And I must also wish the incoming administrators, the board of officers and everybody a very exciting year too. You can't step out of these shoes and you have to keep the shoes on. So I am wishing you all the very best for the incoming year. Tonight, I only have with me on the platform so far is Kiwanian Gamal, and I am DP Josephine. Kiwanis Club of Mandeville congratulates you. I will look in the chat to see if there are others in it, but right now, so far. So if there are others, I will add it to the chat.
Okay, DP Josephine, welcome and thank you for the words of encouragement and endorsement.
Good evening, Secretary-designate Carleen. This is President Janet from the Kiwanis Club of the Sunshine City Portmore, congratulating the Kiwanis Club of Linstead for 41 years of sterling service. I wish you all the best. There are 3 of us at this time. I think the others are coming over from New Kingston, so they'll be here shortly. Have a wonderful meeting.
Thank you, President Janet.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, Secretary Designate Carleen. This is President Lillian from the Kiwanis Club of the First City. I wish to congratulate you on your anniversary tonight. And I know tonight is going to be a fantastic celebratory meeting, and great job on the admin year so far and all that your club has done. Thanks for the invite. My delegation is that of 3, and we will enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, President Lillian, and welcome.
Secretary Designate Carleen, if I may add, I can see that we have another member from the Kiwanis Club of Mandeville. DP Maxine is also on the platform with us. So the delegation is 3 so far.
Great.
Good evening, Secretary Designate. This is PD Simone from Kiwanis Club of North Spanish Town. A wonderful evening to the diplomats. It is indeed a pleasure for us to be here celebrating with you with your 41 years of service. That is a large feat, no chicken. So we are looking forward to an exciting evening. And I just want to acknowledge the person who's here with me, Director Ephraim, and I'm sure others will be joining shortly.
The pleasure is ours, PD Simone, and welcome.
Good evening, Secretary Carleen. This is Christopher Humber, Key Club District Administrator from the Kiwanis Club of Spanish Town. With me this evening, we have President Durban, DLG Hewitt Johnson, and DP Yuan. It's so glad for your fathers to be here to celebrate with you tonight. We're proud. After fathering you for 41 years, you have come of age. 40 is the beginning of a new life. So you are at 1 now, changing things at 1. You have made a difference, not just in Linstead, but in all of Northern St. Catherine. And we're proud of the work led ably by President Kevon and his team. Lovely year, one of the most vintage years in Kiwanis that I've seen so far. Blessings all to the diplomats.
Thank you very much, and we are indeed honored to be the child. And as the saying goes, life begins at 40, so you're totally right. We're just 1 year old.
Director Carly, just want to DA Chris's excellent introduction. Our new president will join us in a little while. He told me he would be on. I haven't seen him yet, but I know he will be here. So our new team will be joining in a little while.
Okay, thank you for that, DP Durban.
Good evening, President, Secretary Carleen.
Good evening.
This is DP Jennifer from the Kiwanis Club of Greater Portmore. And I wish you all the best on your anniversary celebration. Being 41, it's no easy task getting there. And we are here this evening to help you celebrate and enjoy your meeting. I see PD Annette and DP Blonza online, hoping more members will join soon. All the best from here on.
Thank you, DP Jennifer, and welcome.
You're welcome.
Good
evening, Secretary Carleen. This is DP Marian from the Kiwanis Club of Gainesville. We are one of the children of Kiwanis Club of Linstead, and we're so proud of them. They have been good parents to us. They're always, and they're not going to give up that role. And I want to wish them all the best. This evening on the platform, I have with me Treasurer Blossom, and I know other members from the Kiwanis Club of Geisel will be joining shortly.
Thank you, PD Marian, and it is really an honor because we have three generations right here. If you want to put it so in that way. Grandfather, father, and child. Any more clubs?
Yes,
Yes,
greetings,
good evening, everyone.
greetings, Secretary Carleen, President Stephanie, Kiwanis Club of Young Professionals St. Catherine. I am the sole member online now. More members will join shortly. I am elated to be here to celebrate with one of our sponsors, 41 years of excellence. I am expecting an extraordinary evening. Blessings.
Thank you very much, President Stephanie.
You're welcome.
Good evening,
Good evening,
Secretary
I'm President
Carleen.
Gervine from the Kiwanis Club of Spalding Christiana. We are currently 3 in number. We're looking forward to a great meeting and happy anniversary to you.
Thank you very much. And we're glad to have you.
Good evening, Secretary Carleen.
Good
This
evening.
is P. Joseph from the Kiwanis Club of Old Harbor. On behalf of our team, unfortunately, I am here on the platform at this time with one guest, the Charter President for the Circle K International Club of the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, Michael Ashley Morrison. We bring you congratulations on your 41st anniversary. And I must say that the Kiwanis Club of Linstead is one that we have looked up to over the years with all your successes. And we wish you all the very best going forward. Congratulations, and we're happy to be with you. The others will be joining throughout the course of the evening.
Thank you, DP Jeffrey.
Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. I bring warm greetings from Eastern St. Andrew. Presently, we are 4 in number. With me is CED Anita, DP Donna, DP Stacy, and I am PE Alicia. Thanks for the invite.
PE Alicia, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Good evening, fellow Kiwanians and guests. This is VPD Tanisa from the Kiwanis Club of South St. Andrew, wishing the Kiwanis Club of Linstead a happy 41st anniversary. I think I am alone right now, but I'm sure others will join to celebrate with you all. Have a great meeting.
Welcome, VPD. Lost the name. Welcome. Do we have any more clubs?
Good evening. Hello.
Good evening, DLG Christine. Is it DLG Christine?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening to everyone on the platform. I'm sure my president from the Kiwanis Club of the First City has already brought greetings, but let me add my own to you on your 41st anniversary. Congratulations on your years of service, your sterling service over the years. And I wish you all the best as you go forward. Let me take this opportunity also to congratulate the outgoing administration on a year of work well done, despite the odds, and all the very best to the incoming administration. Thank you very much.
Thanks again, DLG Christine.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, fellow Kiwanians. This is President-designate Everton, Spanish Town, Kiwanis Club of Spanish Town. I'm not sure if anybody had represented themselves earlier, but I am here and I am sure there are at least 3 more of us. I want to congratulate Lindsay on their achievement. 40 years of service is an achievement, and I hope that they can go 40 more years. Let me congratulate them again for their achievement and hope that the new administration will take the club forward. Thank you once again.
Thank you, PD Everton. Any more clubs? Do we have any more clubs visiting? Okay, for persons who joined after I gave the welcome, I'd like to say welcome once more to all our visiting Kiwanis family. And I must say that I am moved, and I think I speak for all the other members of the Kiwanis Club of Linstead, the diplomatic team, when I use the phrase that I will adopt from CVM, Linstead Kiwanis Club of Linstead diplomats, looking in, looking out, looking even better. The compliments that I've heard this evening just resonate and brings to the fore how much work we have been doing and how grateful we are to be celebrating our 41st anniversary. Welcome, everyone. With that said, do we have any apologies?
Secretary Carleen,
Yes, President Kevon.
let me pause at this time to welcome the Governor of Eastern Canada and the Caribbean, Governor Dr. Dolores Lewis, who has just joined us. Welcome, Governor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Governor Dolores. Welcome to our meeting.
Happy to be here with you this evening.
Great. Would you like to say something?
No, not yet. He will come further down.
Okay, great. Any apologies? All right, I will take good news first since we have no apologies. Is there anything you would like to share?
Secretary Carleen.
Yes, President.
A matter of housekeeping before we go to good news. I just want to find out if we have any of our SLPs that are joining with us this evening.
Okay, yes, I overlooked that one. Do we have any SLPs? Okay, it seems as if we don't have any, President Kevon. Okay, I'll take the good news. Time to share.
Oh, Vanessa.
Okay, I'll start with the good news. The COVID-19 count today, I think it's at 19.4%, 100 and something positive counts. So it seems as if we are trending in the right direction. So that's good news for us. And only 1 death was recorded. So I'll start off with that positive news, good news.
Good news, Secretary Carleen. Today I went and I got my second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Just a slight discomfort in the arm, a little swelling, but outside of that, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling as fit as a fiddle.
Great, great, President Kevin. Really great. All right, I'll move on to bad news since we don't have any more good news to share. Any bad news?
Secretary Carleen?
Yes, President.
There is a bit of bad news and it's very, 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 very bad, and I can't stress it very anymore. And the bad news is, in our effort to go a little bit faster, we have neglected to recognize our visitors who are on the platform this afternoon and our prospects. So as to correct that bit of thing, and so that the Sarge will not charge us for it, you and I would like to recognize at this time some prospects who are online. Kiwanians with prospects, I'm going to ask that you open your microphone and quickly introduce your prospects.
Good evening again, everyone. I am Director Designate Curlew. This evening I have with me Mr. and Mrs. Shamar and Sachet Francis, and I also have Mr. Emil Smith online. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director Designate Curlew. I would also like to recognize my guest who is online, Mr. Deshaun Calder from the United States. Welcome, sir. I hope you will enjoy our meeting and one day decide to become a Kiwanian. Over to you, Secretary.
Okay, thank you, President Kevin, and I must apologize for that as well. Welcome to our prospects, and I hope you will enjoy our meeting. Any more bad news? All right, so we don't want to dwell on the bad. Any anniversaries, birthdays, celebrations today or this month or this week? Any birthdays, any anniversaries?
Did you say
Yes.
this? Did you say this month?
The birthday to DP Marian from the Kiwanis Club of Dazzle. Nights to the Kiwanians.
Kindly repeat, I didn't hear that.
Secretary Carleen birthday. One of my grandsons celebrates his 10th birthday today.
Kindly extend a happy birthday to him for us, DP June.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just want you to know that Sunday will be my birthday.
That's the 3rd?
Yes, the 3rd of October will be my birthday.
Happy birthday when it comes, DP Beverly.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'd like to let you know President Nordia from the Kiwanis Club of Greater Portmore celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Corey.
Kindly extend a happy birthday to her.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And just to let you know, because you say anybody celebrating birthday this month, so, and just to know that 5th and 6th of this month will be DLGE Frank's birthday. I don't know how you people don't remember. Not because it's not here as yet.
Okay.
But you said this month, so I just capitalizing on that.
It's not October yet.
This month, this week, going into October.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So Secretary Carleen, since you're saying this month, I'm still celebrating. I still have one day to go to complete the month for my birthday. So anybody who wants to know the gift yet, I am accepting cash, check, and foreign money too.
Okay, and you're having the party tomorrow?
Yeah, man, you
Come
can
to the
bring a
party
bottle when you
tomorrow.
come. Bring a bottle when you come in.
or two. Oh, I could have that.
Okay, any more birthdays? Any
Good evening, Secretary Carly. Good evening, everyone. DP Marion of the Isle Kiwanis Club is celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Marion.
Happy birthday, Marianne.
It was not published. Happy birthday, Marianne.
Thank you.
Secretary Carleen.
This one is my real birthday.
You had one, and I did one.
Secretary Carleen.
Go ahead, PE Pauline.
Okay, just saying my birthday was on the 8th of September, but I'm still celebrating throughout the month.
Yes, man,
The month doesn't end until tomorrow.
Birthday, happy belated birthday to you.
Good evening, Secretary Carleen. And since we're on that note of celebrating on the 8th, my one was on the 20th. And so since we're backtracking, we're still celebrating up to tomorrow.
Well, a happy belated birthday to all the September born. I know that September is one of the good months in the year.
Thank you,
Second only to
President
my
Kevin.
month. You're welcome. Any other birthdays or anniversaries?
January.
President, Secretary Carly, I have I call her my little sister. My little sister is 61.
President Durban, your microphone is not coming through so clearly at the moment.
Okay, let me come closer.
Right.
My sister is celebrating a week, 1 week from the 20th to the end of the month is her birthday. She said she was born on the 20th, but she had 1 week. So she's celebrating on Google, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, all around. So we continue to celebrate with her.
Please accept and please convey to her on behalf of the diplomats a happy birthday. We wish for her nothing but the best in all her endeavors.
We'll do that.
Thank you very much. Is Secretary Carleen back on? All right. So continuing, I want to again, just as a matter of protocol and for recognition, to welcome another of my guests who I just found out is now online. His name is Krishna Grant. Welcome, Mr. Grant. I hope you enjoyed this meeting this evening. All right, I want to again welcome everyone to our meeting. I hope that you will sit back, you will relax, and you will enjoy this meeting as the Kiwanis Club of Linstead celebrates its 41st anniversary. At this time, we're going to move into some little nice things. We want to hear some nice things about the Kiwanis Club of Linstead. And as such, we're going to open for some greetings. And the first greeting that we're going to take right now is from our father club, and that is the Kiwanis Club of Spanish Town, being represented by President Durban.
Thank you, President Kevin. Distinguished Governor, are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me? Distinguished Governors Mel and Hewitt, other distinguished colleagues, other distinguished LGs, and others. I'd like to bring the short greetings on behalf of the Kiwanis Club of Spanish Town. We are very, very proud of our future. At 41, we still continue to innovate production of new Kiwanis clubs. Their track record throughout the past 2 years has been exceptional. And as fathers, we are happy to see the progress of our child, who has now become full diplomatic corps, the diplomatic corps of Linstead. And we want you to put your hands together and cheer them on, because they have been doing excellent work. And we would like to strengthen the partnerships that we have had over the years. We look forward, President Devon, to, I know it is endorsed by our incoming President Everton, he said that we will look to work stronger and harder with the Kiwanis Club as we move forward into the next administrative year. I want to wish you all the best. We look forward to a great meeting and to wish you all the best administration as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Dervin, for those wonderful words. Coming from our father, we are happy that we are making you proud, and we will continue in that vein for many more years to come. Now, the Kiwanis Club of Linstead, over the administrative years, over the years since we have been formed, we have formed so many clubs. I think we have formed in excess of 14 clubs so far, LG Hewitt, some in Division 23 West and some in Division 24, if my memory serves me right. And to represent the clubs that we would have sponsored over the year, I would like to ask you guys to welcome President Janet from the Kiwanis Club of Sunshine City to bring greetings on behalf of all those clubs that we would have sponsored. Please make her feel welcome at this time.
Thank you, President Kevon, Governor Dolores, LG Hewitt, Governor Mel, all the LGs on the call. Good evening, fellow Kiwanians and all. As President Kevon said, I bring you greetings on behalf of the clubs sponsored by the Kiwanis Club of Linstead in this administration. They are the Kiwanis Clubs of Yewarton Premier Builders, Royal Luadersville, Blackstone Edge, Dynamic Young Leaders, Kids Campus, K-Kids. In Genesis 17, verse 4, God said to Abraham, "As for me, this is my covenant with you. I will make you father of many nations." Kiwanis, I think the current president of Linstead, DP Kevon, took this message personally. And he assigned all of 5 clubs, 4 adult clubs and 1 SLP club. So in this its 41st year of existence, the Kiwanis Club of Linstead should be justly proud and take a bow. And the president has not been an absentee father. No, he prepared for his children. He planned their formation meetings, ensured that they were trained, guided them, registered them, made sure that his name was on their birth certificates. And when he thought they were ready for the Kiwanis world, he let go of their hands and they started to run. Their projects have created a great impact in the communities and on the children they serve. Prior to now, the Kiwanis Club of Linstead had produced some distinguished Kiwanians who have served at the divisional level and even at the international level. Some names that easily come to mind are DLG Rudy Ricketts, who is remembered as a man of great stature, very well respected. More recently, DLG Frank Henry, who is indeed gone international, held many international positions. We know of DS Stacey Lawman, who performed as divisional secretary for many years, and not to forget the affable DP June Thompson, who has dedicated her Kiwanis life to SLPs. The members of these new clubs aspire to be like these Kiwanians. As good parents, the Kiwanis Club of Linstead continue to set good examples for their children and continues to try to provide for their grandchildren. But what do good parents do when they want to see their children thrive and they cannot afford to help them as much as they'd like to? They make an appeal to others, to their family members, and to the public. Even some go to CVM and TVJ. Listen to this plea. We need your help. The Kiwanis Club of Linstead is trying to rescue the many children in our schools who are still being left behind because of this ongoing pandemic. We need to protect their future by providing them with the access they need to get an education. This is the appeal from the Kiwanis Club of Linstead's Back to School tablet drive. I implore you, help these parents to help their children. In closing, we wish the Kiwanis Club of Linstead many more years of exceptional service. May God grant Father Kevon and his team the strength to continue, the strength and wisdom to continue to build many more Kiwanis nations, and also to grant them the resources to take care of their many needs. You know, there's a little song that we teach children about Father Abraham.
Yes.
And I think President Kevon should teach it to the new K-Kids Club. Do we all know that song?
Yes, we do.
Father Abraham had many sons.
And many sons had Father Abraham,
yes.
And I
am one of them. And so
are you.
And I am
So
one of them.
let's just praise the Lord.
Right and
left.
Thank you.
Heads up.
Those are my greetings. And I wish the Kiwanis Club of Linstead so many more years of great work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, President Janet. An excellent presentation. I thank you on behalf of all the club sponsored, not only in this administrative year, but throughout the entire years that the Kiwanis Club of Linstead has been in existence. So I thank you on behalf of all our clubs. Job well done. All right, at this time, we're going to move on to a gentleman who is no stranger to this division, a gentleman who has energized and moved the Kiwanis Division 23 West along as the year, well, not only 1 year, but 2 years, greedy as he is. I speak of none other than the energy man himself, Hewitt Johnson, who will bring greetings. DLG Hewitt Johnson, who will bring greetings. Please make him feel welcome, Kiwanis.
You said, please let him feel welcome. I don't feel welcome yet.
Oh, nothing as you.
Right, I feel welcome now. And I see Lieutenant Governor Hugh Johnson, I see Kevin and I see President Kevin. So I don't know if it's me or you then. Good evening, Governor Delores, MD. Good evening, distinguished Governor Mel, LGE Pauline, and all other distinguished members on the platform this evening, guests. Good evening also. SLP, while you're there, good evening. Good evening, Father Abraham. And I should say, as of today, I could not say anything else. 41 years, this man and his family, he has represented the Kiwanis Club of Linstead well, very well. there's no way that a person should live for 41 years and have not done well. And everybody can attest to it. Kiwanis Club of Linstead has done extremely well. They can boast. And before I go further, I should say, I want to tell President Janet, when I have my script, please don't look on it, because I heard you say something that is definitely on my script.
You may repeat it, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes, they can boast, because clubs would like to have lieutenant governors. Club would like to have persons in authority. But for Linstead, for the Kiwanis Club of Linstead, they had 2 lieutenant governors, but they did not stop at that. There are 2 distinguished lieutenant governors of excellence. And I can clearly say that it will not stop there, because we have 2 more persons who will be lieutenant governors shortly. One is Father Abraham, 3 times triple distinguished President Kevin Edwards, and the other person is PS past DSR DP Stacy and Lawman. Just look out for them. They will be leading this division in the near future. The Kiwanis Club of Linstead has done extremely well when it comes to community service, when it comes to energizing the area. The Diplomats is an household name. They have sired and brought forth many clubs, and all the clubs that they have brought forth so far have been doing extremely well. Their sons, their daughters, even the young baby ones now, which those clubs were introduced in this admin year. 4 to be exact, that's the adult club. And I think 2 junior clubs. I heard 1, but I'm almost sure they have 2 junior clubs. But the idea is they have been leading the charge, especially, they have been doing that for a long time, but especially for this year, they have been leading the charge. Stop, no stop, there is just full speed ahead in all areas. And I say congratulations to DP, Kevin Edwards, and the team of diplomats from Kiwanis Club of Linstead. You have done well. You have let the energy flow. And I say to you, it can and will get better. Congratulations for 41 years of service. And I know it will continue to at least another 41. Keep it up. Keep the energy flowing. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to call on LG Hewitt Johnson to continue. He's going to give a very, very brief introduction of a special lady who is the head of our district. And I speak of Governor Dr. Dolores Lewis. Go right ahead. And
Governor Dolores Lewis, that lady who came into our lives and brought love and brought happiness and brought energy also. A person who is almost a Jamaican now because of the number of friends that she has created in Jamaica. You know that such a person needs no introduction, but I'll tell you that she is a very hard-working Kiwanian. She has been the recipient of many Kiwanis awards, including the Mel Osborne Fellow, the George F. Hickson. She is also a medical doctor and a consultant at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Barbados. Fellow Kiwanians, she has her spare time and she does not work, all work and no play, makes Del a dull girl. So in her spare time, she will be doing gardening And when she's not doing her gardening, and that is not late, it's early in the morning she's doing her gardening. And when that is finished, she spends time with her 2 sons and her 4 grandchildren. Now, fellow Kiwanians and guests, please help me welcome Governor Delores Lewis, MD.
Thank you. Thank you, LG Hewitt.
You're welcome.
President Kavan, I understand DG Mel is in attendance. How are you? Other distinguished Kiwanians, SLP leaders and advisors, specially invited guests, good evening. I am so happy this evening to join you for your 41st anniversary and your final meeting of the year, and the day before I admit office. So it's all joyous.
Yes.
Let me congratulate you on behalf of Eastern Canada and the Caribbean District on achieving this special milestone of 41 years as a Kiwanis Club. I know and I am sure that so many children in your community have benefited from your excellent service over the years, and I wish your club many more years of success in service. I am also honored to bring you a brief message this evening as you celebrate your 41st anniversary and as this administrative year for 2020-21 is coming to a close. But before I continue with the message I have for you tonight, I want to say a very, very special thank you to the Kiwanis Club of Lensted for your contribution of 4 new clubs for this administrative year for our district and for contributing to the health and membership of the district for this year, and having had the honor to bring in our 26th club for the year, your Kiwanis Club of Young Dynamic Leaders. Thank you for your contribution, and I am so pleased and thankful for the success that you've had in recruiting members and opening new clubs this year. So as I join the group of pandemic district governors for 2020-2021, I thought it would be important to take a quick look at COVID-19 and its impact on volunteering and beyond. And the question is, where do we go from here? Will there be a move towards more virtual volunteerism for the future? These unprecedented times due to COVID-19 have impacted our lives in real time. As you are all aware, it has changed the way we live, the way we work, and the way we serve. A particular event that has been greatly impacted by this pandemic is our leisure time. And of course, within our leisure is an important activity that we do to enhance social outcomes, which includes our work as service club members or volunteerism. And as an organization this year, due to COVID-19, clubs have had to transform their usual activities to continue to serve. Most of you would be aware that you had to shelve many of your usual fundraisers. You had to shelve many of the projects that you normally did. You had to shelve your fellowship activities in doing them the way you're accustomed to doing them. Visiting clubs and participating in their projects and functions were all impossible, given the mitigation measures of social distancing, lockdowns, and cancellation of in-person events. And because of these circumstances and the continuation of the COVID pandemic, our usual form of in-person volunteering was threatened. And I believe that as Kiwanians and volunteers, we should now start to look seriously about what are we going to do post-pandemically with regard to virtual volunteerism as we continue to navigate this pandemic and we start to look beyond. Some of the things we should think about are, one, we should focus our thinking as an organization on discussing the opportunities and challenges to apply virtual volunteerism as a strategy during this pandemic and of course beyond. Traditional volunteering, as we know it, has certainly been impacted by social distancing measures created to limit the spread of COVID-19. Our major impact as a service club in the community is fulfilling our activities in person. We are known for in-person projects. And of course, that has been greatly affected by COVID-19 through government legislation, social distancing, and the cancellation of organizational events. We all know since March of 2020, Eastern Canada and the Caribbean District has had to cancel its 2020 district convention and was forced to carry out its business virtually, as well as having to resort to a virtual convention for 2021. And as a pandemic governor, I must say to you, on the most part, that I was unable to have face-to-face meetings or in-person visits. So it did impact the way that we serve and the way that we do things. I must say, however, that the majority of the clubs in Eastern Canada and the Caribbean adapted well to this virtual platform as our activities were threatened, our in-person activities were threatened by the pandemic. And most of the clubs were strategic in converting the activities to online activities, which I know have been very successful. Other clubs whose members were older chose not to meet in some cases for over 1 year, and many of them have chosen to give up their charters as of the close of this administrative year. So there were some casualties as a result of the pandemic in terms of our clubs. But what lies beyond? Will clubs continue to use the virtual media? Will clubs combine both traditional in-person volunteering with virtual volunteering? Research has shown that virtual volunteering is more popular among young persons in their 20s and 30s, and this may be the answer to clubs recruiting younger members and young professionals. In view of COVID-19, many persons may be keen on looking for volunteer opportunities that can be done virtually. So this is something that we need to think about. We need to keep this in mind when we're recruiting members for our clubs or even opening new clubs. This is evident with a large number of members that were recruited this year using the virtual media. We were able to recruit more than 900 members in our district this year. So it seemed to have worked very well. Are we going to continue when face-to-face comes back in vogue? Or are we going to still use the virtual media to assist us in membership recruitment? Through this year, the use of the virtual platform enabled club members to transition their activities online, and members were able to continue to meet, to communicate, and to fellowship, and to remain engaged. This created the opportunity for interclubbing between different geographic regions and allowed for speakers to be sourced from around the world. Thus, it was a much improved membership experience for most club members. We should also consider the fact that the current situation with COVID-19 may also provide the opportunity for virtual activities after the pandemic. While considering the prominence of technology, COVID-19 could lead to a greater implementation and sustainment of virtual volunteerism as compared to using virtual volunteerism only in the event of a situation as we are facing today with the pandemic. Clubs may want to look to transition specific roles online and leverage technology on a long-term strategic basis. The flexibility of online virtual activity is also important for certain club members who may only be marginally involved in a club activity, and state that because of additional commitments as leading factors leading their accessibility. So the virtual platform allows these individuals to be meaningfully involved and giving them an opportunity to participate in some activities. And this may lead to an enhancement of member experiences for some members who otherwise would not be available to participate in in-person activities. So with the use of the virtual media, you may be able to attract members beyond your geographical boundaries, allowing individuals from different regions and different countries to participate in your club activities or join your club if you're opening a new club during and after COVID-19. It has also provided the opportunity for members to join other clubs outside their own geographic region. And I am aware that several Kiwanians this year have joined clubs in North America, and some have even joined clubs in Africa. So in addition, this may give clubs the opportunity to engage with persons they normally would not engage with. For example, persons with disability, youth, and older individuals who may not readily be accessible for in-person activities, but would be able to join a club and participate in the club if it's online or if there are any online club activities. So the virtual platform, although it's quite accessible, it can offer some challenges to persons volunteering in terms of the management process, because there may be some effects on recruitment, engagement, and retention. Generally, when we recruit members, we hold a recruitment meeting, or we may hold in-person interviews, which is usual, as opposed to using technology for recruitment. Some clubs that may be unwilling to use technology may actually find that they are less successful in recruiting new members to their clubs. Engagement is also important. For example, some members may have a greater experience with engagement if they can join your activities or join your club using a virtual platform, as opposed to having to do an in-person activity. Retention can also be problematic. And if you're going to have a hybrid system, it may be important to ensure that you can retain your members by having activities for them that they will feel that they are involved. So you must ensure that your virtual members or virtual volunteers are actively engaged, especially if you return to a traditional in-person type of meeting. So the use of the virtual platform during COVID has been a lifesaver for our service clubs and has been used successfully. But the question is, what will happen beyond COVID? Do we revert back to total face-to-face, or do we transition some operations virtually? And those persons who feel more comfortably in a virtual environment, will they have challenges with face-to-face, or will you continue to accommodate them? I believe, given the current digital age, technology is not something that we can escape. An inclusion of virtual volunteerism may represent the future of volunteering and opening clubs and club activities for our organization. And I'll leave you with this question. What do you think? And how do you see the use of the virtual platform and virtual volunteerism beyond the pandemic? Thank you. Something for you to contemplate. Have a good evening and enjoy the rest of the program.
Thank you very much, Governor Dr. Dolores Lewis. And that is a real, yes, man, give her a round of applause in Kiwani if you clap. And the question being posed by Governor Dolores is a real one. The one that we want to, at this point, probably solicit a few responses from a few of the leaders who are here in the virtual world. what happens when COVID-19 is no more? Do we transition to only face-to-face activities, or do we merge it or with the online presence? So I want to get the feedback. I invite the leaders here to just open your microphones and to give yourself feedback onto what happens after COVID. I must tell you that for the Kiwanis Club of Linstead, one of our greatest pleasures is that we have been able to interclub with not only clubs in North America, but clubs in Canada and all over the world. And I will let you guys into a little secret, and I feel a bit disappointed that it's not going to happen during my administrative year, but through the advent of this whole online presence, the Kiwanis Club of Linstead is now in a position where we are, I want to say, almost halfway into sponsoring a club all the way in Africa. So these are some of the wonderful advantages that have been brought on by the whole COVID-19 pandemic. And in Jamaica, we have a saying that I don't know if it's exclusive to Jamaica, but I'm going to own it, Governor. We have a saying that if life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. And I think that is what most of the clubs have been doing throughout this administrative year. Life has thrown us COVID-19, and we have adapted and we have pressed on. So the floor is open. I want to invite. Yes, President Dervin.
You have a quick response. COVID has also thrown us the virtual. So COVID throws us virtual space. It is for us to integrate both the virtual space into our meeting space and to use it in the best way possible, because this has given us the technology to which we can do many other things. So we should look at what other things we can do just apart from other meetings, and how we might use it to engage both new members and old members who have been sort of under the loop for a while. It is very instructive, and we should really examine how we can better.
Dominique and all Kiwanians.
Thank you so much, President Dervin. Is that the lovely DLG Gerthlyn Hallman I hear speaking?
Good evening, President. Good evening, Kiwanians and guests.
Good evening.
Governor, it's good to see you doing so well and being so bright and chirpy. Anyway, President Kevon?
Yes.
First of all, I don't think COVID is going anywhere anytime soon. That is one. But even if COVID gets to the point where we're allowed to do certain things, the younger persons are not going to allow us to go face to face. They're going to be online most of the time. It's more convenient to them.
Yes.
So we'll have to keep the older persons happy, so they will do more service, more of the service that we need. Children, those who are elderly, and those in special needs. But I do believe they're going to work hand in hand, face to face and online. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DLG Gerthlyn. And I just wanted to say that,
I'm sorry, happy anniversary. I should have said that first. 41 years is a very long time. I won't get there, but never mind. Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much, DLG Gerthlyn. Thank you very much for those wishes. And I mean, in terms of this whole pandemic, it has opened up opportunities, and we have to be very frank as leaders that from some of our members, their life situations would have changed. And it's not that they would not want to participate. And I'm speaking about the younger and the older demographic. And it's not that they would not want to participate in club activities, but some of them might have moved out of the location that the club operates, or their situation would have changed that would not have allowed them to be in the physical space. So as for me and my house, I believe that having or maintaining, even though wishful thinking, DLG Gerthlyn, that COVID go away and leave us alone. It is that if we do go back to some semblance of normality, it is that we would still maintain that virtual space so that we can include or be more inclusive to those persons who would have otherwise been left out. And I thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will take one more opinion if it is available.
President Kevin.
Yes, Mr. Energy himself, DLG Hewitt.
I say ditto to all that I've heard before. And to add that we definitely will have to work. They would definitely have to work hand in hand. You talked about quotes. They say sayings. They say out of evil cometh good. And out of pandemic coming here, we are able to link wider, further, and even better. Even though we yearn for the day to go face to face, to maintain our sanity, we definitely will have to work hand in hand. It's some online and some virtual and some face to face.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Good evening again, President Kevin.
Good evening.
Director Cecile. And as they say, looking in, looking out, looking better. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think my thoughts are that we are at a point in Kiwanis where we can enjoy the best of both worlds.
Right.
Being able to meet face to face, being able to use the platform to which we are using now. And so we are reaching everyone. And so it is to enjoy the best of each of both worlds and let our creative takes us to places we have never been before. And so I believe this is a good time. As LG says, out of evil come good. We need to embrace this and to be able to use this time to be very creative and to reach as far as we can. You're in Africa. Congratulations, sir.
And I thank you so much. Yes, our reach is spreading very far and wide.
You're welcome.
It was to the point where it is now reaching in Africa.
That's right. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I thank all the participants who have given their opinion on the matter. It is that it's good when we can discuss these things openly so that we can chart the way forward. And I thank you so much. Thank you once again, Governor Dolores, for ably presenting to us this evening. We appreciate your presence as always. Now, at this time, we're going to move on with our agenda, and we will now be looking back on the year. And I hear our dear governor say that she's a COVID governor, but I think you're a strong governor having operated under these adverse circumstances. One moment, please. So we are going to now have the video presentation. So sit back, relax, and look at some of the things that we were able to accomplish.
Yeah. Shaggy and friends, We all gotta do a part.
Well, I dare to make a difference, and I dare to take a stand. Let me dare you to think of someone else who's in need of a helping hand.
What if I dare to show our children what it really means to love? Could I dare you to just imagine there's nothing we could rise above? And I dare you to be the person with the will to make it right. And I dare you to have a conscience, sit a cause and join the fight.
But I dare you to take a moment to imagine how it feels. Take a look at someone else's pain and offer some relief. Make I dare you to take a moment to imagine how we feel? Take a look at someone else's pain and try to offer some relief.
Well, I dare you to make a difference, and I dare you to take a stand. Let me dare you to think of someone else in the need of a helping hand.
What if I dare to show our children what it really means to love? Could I dare you just to imagine there is nothing we can rise above? The situation is real. Full time we give a helping hand. Show some love, this will no better overstand. I dare you to try save a life. Let's make a change for once and take a stand. We still putting up resistance and fight with the help of Shan, Shaggy and Elephant.
Yo, in the circle of life, if we not unite, see the light, then we going nowhere. Time to reach new heights, every man got a right. We have to chant it in the air. Help our brothers and sisters through the hard time in our life and the burden that we bear. Reach out with the helping hand, take a stand, just to show you care.
Let us take the lead, yeah. Love is what we need. This is how we heal, yeah. We can achieve.
Take a
Thank you very much.
Awesome, President Kevon. Awesome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So tonight, fellow Kiwanians, as we look back at our 40th year in existence as a Kiwanis Club, I am truly honored to be giving this message on behalf of the board and the directors and the club. Now, we started our year 2020 and at the beginning of the year, I know that we were just like many other Kiwanis clubs who were facing challenges on top of challenges on top of challenges. But in true diplomatic characteristics, in true diplomatic style, we rose to the challenge, and guess what? We did it. Our year saw us, as President Janet put it, catering to our children. I am pleased to advise that for the year 2020-2021, the Kiwanis Club of Linstead was able to pay for all our SLP clubs, and none of them were put into COVID status. We are happy of this accomplishment, as our mission states that we're here to serve the children of the world. So our SLPs continue to operate, and we have SLPs as from the tender age of builders to the tertiary level, where we have our two Circle K clubs operating at this time. And I'm happy for this accomplishment. We would have been able to jointly with our newest kid on the block, the Kiwanis Club of Youth and Premier Builders, we were able to we were able to do some feeding programs during the Christmas period that we're extremely proud of. We're extremely proud of the partnership that we have given over the years. Well, let me not say over the years. We're happy about the partnership that we were able to foster during this administrative year. As for Christmas, we visited, as you saw in the previous slide, the maternity ward at the Spanish Town Hospital and gave those mothers a happy, happy Christmas. The Kiwanis Club of Linstead, I want to say thank you to the board of directors for believing in the dream, for believing in the mission that we set out to accomplish at the beginning of the administrative year. We said at our first board meeting that we want to sponsor 4 adult clubs. We did it. We said at the beginning of the administrative year that we want to sponsor a SLP club. We did it. We said at the beginning of the year that we wanted to ensure that our projects were impactful and had life, had meaning. We did it. I am extremely happy today to stand as the 40th and the 41st president of the Kiwanis Club of Linstead, knowing that we would have moved during this very difficult time, we would have impacted our lives, and we would have made the children and Jamaica by large a better place to live. Now, as we're about to hand over to the next administration in a few days, I want to commit or to reiterate the commitment to the new administration that we are here, myself and those members who were retired at the last installation ceremony. We are here to provide guidance, we're here to provide the support, and we are not going anywhere. So we will continue. This is not an end to an administration, but it is a continuation as we continue serving the children of the world. Once again, I want to thank all the clubs who rallied around us, who made the year what it was, because guess what? No man is an island. No man stands alone. And we were definitely not alone in this administrative year. We had our partners, you guys rallied around us, and we are a better club having had you as our support system. So once again, we want to say thank you, a big thank you to everyone for all that you have done and for all that you continue to do for the Kiwanis Club of Linstead. And with that said, I'm going to... I apologize for that, Kiwanians. So we're going to be moving into, I hope I wasn't muted for the whole speech, you know, was I?
No, we heard the speech.
No. Okay, perfect. So we're going to move into the award ceremony. And it gives me great honor to, at this time, award some Kiwanians who have been the bedrock of the Kiwanis Club of Linstead for not only administration 2020-2021, but coming far back as my previous administration 2019-2020. So at this time, I'm going to name my interclubber of the year. And I'm happy to advise that my interclubber of the year is none other than DP June Simonette Johnson Thompson. Please give her a round of applause. And we move to the Rookie of the Year. The Kiwanis Club of Linstead's Rookie of the Year is none other than Director-designate Curlew Duncan. Please give him a round. All right, here what? We're going to hold a round of applause until after the awards is finished. I think that's a better thing to do. Director of the Year goes to none other than Director Jacqueline Edwards. I'm happy to award the supportive member to two members of my club, Stacey Ann Lawman and also Antoinette Lawman. And the chairman of the year goes to none other than DP June Thompson. Now, my fellow Kiwanians, I had at some point in time opted not to name a very special Kiwanian at our last divisional, our changing of the guard. And this is because the person or persons who are the Kiwanian of the year for this year has that much meaning and significance to me that it would not be in good taste, in my estimation, to just glance or gloss over these persons. Now, I have said it at a meeting prior that when I just became president of the Kiwanis Club of Linstead in 2019, that I was not so tolerable. I was not so approachable. And I can remember I had a disagreement with a particular member of my club that saw me throwing a tantrum, saw me tendering my proverbial resignation, and a lot of things happening during my first meeting as president of the club. And forgive me if I get a little bit emotional, Kiwanians, but when it is that we offer service, and especially service to so many people around us, we sometimes forget that there are members of us, there are members of our clubs who are hurting and who need help. And at this point in time, I was that person who needed help. I was suffering from a condition that was recently diagnosed as obstructive sleep apnea. And in recognizing what was happening to their president, this particular person was approached by a member of the club, and my situation was conveyed. And little did I know that a scheme was plotting behind the scenes. And I can tell you that it is because of those persons why it is that I am the man who is sitting here before you today. So with that said, I am pleased to announce, and I'm very sorry to my Kiwanians of the year, your plaques are not ready at this time. They will be ready for you tomorrow, and I will have them presented to you tomorrow. My Kiwanians of the year are none other than Carmel Clark and DP June Simonette Johnson Thompson, the lady who had become my rock, my left and my right hand, administrative year 2020, 2021, 2019, 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Kiwanians, please open your microphone and give these special Kiwanians a big round of applause. Thank you guys very much. So we're winding down. We're winding down. I do apologize for the missing anniversary cake. We will have that cut. So it's now you decide to show your face, DP June. You never want nobody to see your face all this time. Yes. So I want to thank you guys again. Is DP Stacy in the meeting at this time? All right, I'm not hearing from DP Stacy. So the Kiwanis Club of Lindsay wishes to thank you all for celebrating with us this evening at our 41st anniversary. We want to thank you all for taking the time out to be a part of this meeting. We appreciate you. I want to thank LG Hewitt Johnson. I want to thank Governor Dr. Dolores Lewis. I want to thank the man himself, who is an honorary Kiwanian, honorary Jamaican, and I speak of distinguished Governor Melford Clark. I want to thank all the presidents who took the time out to come on to our meeting. Oh, DP Stacy is here.
Yes, I am. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were talking about me or someone else.
Yeah, I was talking about Stacy and Lawman.
So it's a different Stacy then. This is Stacy from ESA.
Okay, happy to have you. Yes. So I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you to the presidents. Thank you to the members of the club who came out to celebrate and support with us. We are happy to have you. We are happy that you could have joined us this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fellow Kiwanians and guests, we have come to the end of the meeting, but before we conclude, I know that some clubs have special, oh no, let me backtrack. Now you'd have heard that we have, and this should have been advised on the good news, that we are currently doing an appeal to for our tablet drive. I want to advise that the drive is still going on, but also to recognize, I learned today that we got a special contribution from Educom Jamaica Limited, or Educom Cooperative Credit Union, and they have sponsored our program, 100,000 Jamaican dollars, and I'm happy. Whoa. Round of applause there. Yes, man. Corporate Jamaica stepping forward. Wow. Wow. All right. So are there any announcements at this time? Any announcements?
Yes, President Kevon. Good evening, distinguished Kiwanians. Hi, Prez. Happy anniversary to you and your members.
Thank you.
And we hear from the Kiwanis Club of South St. Andrew is wishing you all another 40 glorious years as we continue serving the children of the world. So the Kiwanis Club of South St. Andrew will be hosting its seventh club installation of officers and directors this Saturday via the virtual platform. And we are inviting the diplomats to come all over, and those who are on the call to come on over and be a part of the ceremony as we have our fellowship after, and we welcome in the new administration. Thank you very much. And we start promptly at 12 o'clock. So we will share the flyer and the link with you and the other clubs on the call.
Thank you very much, President Suzette. I noticed that you robbed me 1 year, but it's all right.
It's 40 what? 42?
41. Now you're
41. 40. Man, 41 glorious years, my president.
All right, President Suzette. Thank you very much. Any other announcements? All right, hearing none, fellow Kiwanians and guests, it has been a wonderful meeting in your company this evening. I ask that we raise our imaginary, or if we have a champagne glass, to raise it as well, as we propose a toast to Kiwanis International and a friendly Jamaica, and we say, can on a yard, or if you're not traveling home, safe journey home. This meeting is now terminated. Party time. LG Hewitt, I realize. Yes,
President Kevon.
Hi, President, dear.
You know, what a great year. What a great year. What a great year.
It was.
You know, I'm telling you. Well, congratulations. You know, they should have kept you another year.
No.
That's how it is. That's how it is. You know?
Not another one. I'm going for higher office now.
Great.
I
You have
stuck a
my
president
support.
too long.
You have my support.
Thank you very much, President Lydia.
Yes. President Suzette.
Oh, how are you?
I am good. I am good.
Great, great. We're giving our brothers and sisters members support tonight.
Same way. All right, cool.
Good, good, President Lydia.
I was wondering when I didn't hear none of your voices earlier on. What happened to you?
You know, say I couldn't unmute. I could not unmute because I'm using my phone. I just could not unmute.
Sounds like you have a little problem when you use me, can't do certain things readily.
Could not
Is
mute.
who make you put on mute?
Because I'm using the phone.
Oh, so no, you never know if you do it.
Yes. Oh.
Yes, sir, you could not mute. I thought it was something wrong with the phone, but you don't know if you do it.
No, sir, it's me. It's me.
Come on. It is finished, God, yes. Celebrate a hell of a time.
It's time to come together. It's up to you.
Kevin, I wonder what happened to Jules. You didn't hear nothing about Jules. Hey, Kevin.
Huh?
DP Jules, you not me hear nothing from her.
DP who?
Judith.
I don't yet go and try out to Judith.
Yeah. Suzette, President Suzette, I'm going to let you know what happened.
Oh, she has another engagement.
Oh, I see, I see.
Tell her that the divorce papers coming in the mail.
Okay, President, I'll let her know.
Please and thank you. I'm going to call my lawyer right now to draft it up. And if she thinks that she's getting nothing, she's not getting nothing over the estate.
All right, Prez.
You see, before I send her the divorce papers, I'm going to transfer all the assets over to my daughter.
Remember one of the musketeers? Remember the 3 musketeers? So remember Amelia, the other one of the musketeers?
Yes.
Amelia, you and me, so you remember one of the musketeers.
Amelia get banned long time.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Let's celebrate. Come on now. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. Baby, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's all right.
Great meeting.
Thank you very much. Is who says so? DP June?
Same one. Congrats, DP June. You deserve it. Well deserved.
Thank you, DP / President Josephine.
One more day to go.
I tell you.
Yes, congrats, DP June.
Thank you.
Well done, Kevon.
Director Lewis.
Africa. Thank you very much. The president never knows the things that move out of my house. Happy that people say, oh, we're not people. I continue to pray for your strength. The young man. Thank you so much. Okay. Plus utilities.
Congrats, DP June.
Thank you, President Doreen.
DP June and your team. I know you have a team behind you.
Yes, definitely so.
Yes.
Thanks a million.
Well deserved. You have not only served Lindsay, but you were the president with guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's a spark.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Right
good
hand,
job.
right foot, left hand, left foot.
Congratulations, diplomats.
Yes, we have done well. We have.
Yes, indeed. Strong leadership.
Oh. Turn up the music, man.
That's going
DP June. Simon Clark, DP June.
Yeah.
Open your mic and answer me. I know you can't open your mic and I watch you. DP Kevin, congratulations to you and the diplomats from Lindsay. You have done well. You have done extremely well.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
DP June, open your mic. What should you do on this side?
I have to change device because I couldn't open it. I have to change device because I couldn't open it.
What a message from Simon Clark said to tell you congratulations.
Simon Clark.
Yes.
Tell him I say thanks very much.
And he said you have done well.
Amen. That's how he trained us.
Definitely.
That's how it trained us.
As an LG, you even willing to pay Shallcast Express money, you know.
Say it again.
I said I was willing to pay Shallcast Express money.
Okay.
But they say I can't get it until Thursday.
No, you know what yourself. The thought is just like the gift. And then well, man, you have the team
that makes the dream work.
Team of diplomats launch out in the deep.
And come out with a submarine.
That's it. Definitely, man.
Yeah. I think Renee said that the dynamic is now good to go. Dynamic young leaders.
Yes.
So we set out for 4 and we accomplished 4.
Yes,
and they're doing well.
Yes, I. Let me have a song and say, yes, I. Yeah, man. Bless him.
All right, set out for 400.
From the beginning.
Yes, man.
DP Kevin.
Yes, ma'am.
Right after a meeting, after this, we have to speak. We have to do some work with Blue Ida's Vale.
Yes, their thing is for Sunday, their installation.
Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So we have to straighten up something.
Yeah.
Well, I think some load has been lifted off your shoulders.
Me say, come October when I shall look young and fresh.
You even look like you're handsome.
Yeah. You shall look not young and fresh. You are going to look younger and fresher.
Yes, man.
LG Hewitt, you didn't see that I took over your house yesterday?
Yes, I heard everything, but I can't say anything about that because I am only hearing things. You got permission from the boss.
The bigger boss.
The bigger boss.
And when that
will just come and just take over. And anyway,
boss talking out.
No, that's $1 million, girl. Thank you.
You like them?
I think I saw.
How you mean?
I think I saw DLGE Frank a while ago.
Frank, come on.
So LG Hewitt, me want what to put in the envelope now. People call me.
Hey, they know them all call, man, but we can't do anything differently. I went to the place today, spoken to the person, and it will be done.
Well, let me tell them, if faculty advisor, they're not getting no ease. Every minute phone call.
Yeah,
and when they call them, call me.
It shouldn't be still, but we just accept. But we can't change.
No, please answer them, man, because...
No, I said I went today and I spoke today. I went today and spoke to the person.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they not give you any final word?
No, they have to be done, even though it's 8. Okay. I'm gonna get a date, like.
Why? Why they not give me chop up here and give the people them next?
That's good. No, no, get Jim way.
So it go.
Yeah, man.
So waiter is off your shoulder too.
I tell you, man. Tomorrow I got 00 hours. Hey, I my 2 shoulders, you know.
Oh, but the 2 year double dose. The 2 year double dose.
LGU, look power with an LGU, that's some steer.
Yeah, man, I wave it.
Waving gallery, man.
And we have a number of persons who DP Nadia, DP Janet, again DP Kevin, again like that. DP
And anyway, young man, I have to leave you now, and because I have an appointment with one of the double D them the other one there. We have to straighten up things up for Royal Lloyd's way for Sunday.
Do your thing, my girl, do your thing.
Huh?
Do your thing, I said do your thing, man. If you have to, you have to.
Yeah, see, LG, even when we'll step in on the office, no, we have to take care of the time.
Yes.
I like Lorraine here.
Because tomorrow early, me, I'm going to get my van. When I see you in the van, you go back to
DP Kevin.
Yes, my dear.
I received the email receipt today.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And the LG Hewitt, we have paid our K-Kids fee for us K-Kids.
Yes, ma'am.
It has been paid. And I received the receipt from them today. They emailed the receipt.
Beautiful. So that is seal and sign.
Yes, thank you. And so I have to say a big thanks on behalf to DP Kevin. He was the one who got it paid for me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Work your hands together, my dear.
And President Josephine, you still to go over Mandeville College. You still to go over Mandeville Teachers College, Church Teachers College, and the NCU.
That is pulling teeth. Those two is pulling teeth. DP Jones is not for want of trying.
All right, give me the contact.
Not for want of trying. Upper NCU, I mean, I have no contact with NCU. Can you go up there? Everybody scatter all over the place. CTC have a little bit of chance better than NCU because I was in dialogue with the principal.
All right.
Just give us the link. We can Church Teachers College.
Oh, all right. I will send you the number.
The PP at church, the past president at church.
Oh, that.
Who's the principal?
Dr. Gart Anderson.
Right, the past president, not Kiwanis.
Gart Anderson, you don't get it done?
JTA.
Yeah.
And President Josephine Gart Anderson, you don't get it done?
No, but that's why I tell you that one is a little more.
No, that one can be done, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because the students that we had there, they left. So it's like we're gonna
but that is 7 years ago.
And Josephine,
I'm talking in last year. Those are talking just before the COVID hit us. We had students coming to meetings and everything, but after COVID hit, everything went scattered. We had students before COVID hit us coming to our meetings and everything was sort of traveling in a park. And then when COVID and they hit, they closed.
DP Josephine, what happened to the person we introduced? On to Graham.
The 3 persons, they're never coming to meetings. Online. They don't come every week, but they come to the online meeting.
Remember Graham lectures there, you know. Graham lectures at church, you know.
Who is that?
Graham, man, that I introduced tonight, and he was supposed to follow up.
Those that you sent to me
is
those that you sent to me, man, is Smith Wines.
No, man, those that I sent to you, I know that those are settled. But when we were there the night, man, and I introduced the young man to you people.
Okay, yes, CTC, you said?
Yes, he lectures there, man, he said.
It's a Graham. Okay, yeah. All right. I will go find him.
Yeah, man, remind me, he's there, man.